Hey, you guys, guess where I'm at? I came to school today. Feels nice to be in here, but it's very quiet. I wonder why. All right, this unit is about notes and values. So for the most part, we know these. We've been over them and over them, but it's something that we're never gonna stop practicing. So we're going to practice them a little bit more this week, okay? We already know that a whole note gets 4 beats. A whole note breaks into 2 half notes, or can break into 2 half notes, and each half note is 2 beats. Quarter note gets 1 beat, so 2 quarter notes per 1 half note. And then an eighth note is a half of a beat, so 2 eighth notes per 1 quarter note. In your assignments for this week, you're going to do a few different things. So you'll practice writing all of these different kinds of notes. These count, the ones that you need to trace first, and then draw them by themselves. Trace, 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 draw them by themselves all the way down, okay? One thing about note values that constantly gets confused is when 8th notes and 16th notes are standing alone, and also when they are separated. Sorry, that made no sense. When they're standing alone and separated like this, or when they're barred together like this. What tells you the kind of note that it is and the value of it is the flag, okay? So on an 8th note, it has 1 flag. Well, this bar across the top indicates that flag, okay? The flag just connects the 2 notes instead of the 2 notes standing by themselves having their own flag. 16th notes, it's the same way of thinking about it. Standing alone, a 16th note has 2 flags coming off the side. But when they're connected with 2 lines, okay? Those 2 lines are what show you that it has 2 flags, and that tells you that it's a 16th note, okay? So lesson 12 is practicing drawing it. Your lesson 13, remember you guys, on these lessons, it reminds you what the note value actually is, and then down here, you tell me what the value is, and then draw it. Same thing on lesson 15. And then you're gonna be doing some musical math. Pay attention, there's addition and subtraction in every single math sentence. So be paying close attention to what those are. The very last thing on your Steps to Harmony, which is this page here, page 8, or Steps to Harmony 8, this is what you used for your vocal focus, but you're also gonna turn it in like this, because what I would like you to do is write the counts underneath all of the notes, okay? Because when we're singing, you need to be counting in your head. If you are singing a whole note, you may be singing out loud, ooh, but in your head, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are practicing that counting and that habit so that when we come back and do our singing, or when you're practicing your vocal focuses, you are incorporating that skill, counting in your head, okay? So I did the first couple of lines for you, as you can see here. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I connect the numbers on the longer notes. Okay, that is so I clearly know that you know how many counts that one note gets. Okay, so if you have a whole note, you should count it 1, 2, 3, 4, and connect it with the lines. You have a dotted half note, 1, 2, 3, all of it connected. You have a half note, 1, 2. But if you have, a bunch of separated quarter notes, you do not need to connect them with a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they don't share those beats. Those beats don't go into one note. So make sure that you connect all of the beats that go into each note. All right, you guys, that will be plenty to practice to just kind of reinforce all of the different note values that you will be working with throughout your musical careers. If you have any questions, be sure to ask, and I will try to clear it up as best I can.